What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you don't love the content, you can still do those things because you can help a brother out. Make sure that you hit me up in the comments section. I love to have conversations about ball because ball is life. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our fantastical content. And lastly, hang on towards the end of this video for some suggested videos that we know you will love. Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless himself. So Skip is interesting to me. I don't love Skip Bayless. I'm not somebody that really likes LeBron. That's not why I don't necessarily love Skip Bayless. I just think he's doing too much a lot of times. So I do genuinely think he's a bit obsessed with LeBron James. And as somebody that says stuff about LeBron James and has content around LeBron James, a lot of content around LeBron James, some people might say I'm obsessed, so why would I call Skip obsessed? I try to stick to the facts of things. I stick to the facts, things that I don't like, things that he does that annoy me, that are always in the media. And, you know, when his little minions take shots at people, I got to call him out for it because I know where it's coming from. It's coming from him and Clutch Sports and Mav Carter and Rich Paul and all those guys. But Skip just brings him up because it's Tuesday. And that's where it's like, come on, man. Like, You're talking about him too much, in my opinion. And I do feel that he talks about LeBron too much sometimes. And, you know, but he also talks about the Cowboys a lot. He used to talk about New England a lot. He has his favorites, and he sticks to them, and he doesn't talk about anything else. He really used to talk about KD all the time, too, and how much he loves KD. And, you know, I always thought that was a little weird, even when KD told him, like, I don't like you, and he still was like, yeah, KD's the best. Thought that was weird. Skip is an odd duck. He is. But he do be on point with a lot of his LeBron James takes. So I don't. But again, I there's a balance, and I don't love him. I don't hate him. I'm just kind of in the middle when it comes to Skip Bayless. But he made a top 10 list, and so I figured we could go over this list and kind of put it all to bed here. And this is like the third or fourth list I've gone over. I think I did Shaq's list. I did Ant-Man's list. I don't think I've done any other ones, but let's do Skip Bayless' list. Excuse me, my allergies. Oh, man. They come and they go, guys. So, looking here, he has top 10. Michael Jordan, fine. No problem with that. Magic, at 2, absolutely not. No. Shaq at 3, absolutely not. No. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at 4, maybe, but to me he's higher. So and I'm going to do Tim Duncan 5, and I'm going to stop there for a second. Tim Duncan 5 is around where I think Tim Duncan should be, so I don't have an issue with that part of the list. Magic Johnson is not number 2 all time. Magic Johnson is not even the greatest Laker of all time. Kobe Bryant is the greatest Laker of all time. Magic Johnson said Kobe Bryant is the greatest Laker of time. Magic Johnson said that, James Worthy heard that, and then agreed that Kobe Bryant is the greatest Laker of all time. How does Magic get to be number 2 on this list? And I don't have a problem with Magic Johnson. As a Laker fan, obviously I support Magic Johnson. He's the best passer I've ever seen, him and John Stockton. I don't think it's close after that, really. Magic has basically, he's 5-4 in the finals. 5-4. He lost 4 times. He won 5. One more than he lost. Whoop-de-doo, Basil, in the words of Austin Powers. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Come on, man. And again, Magic is a great passer, but he never won any of his rings without Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They like to badmouth Kobe because he won with Shaq. They never badmouth Shaq because he won with Kobe. I find that interesting. But they always do it in Kobe when it comes to Shaq. But Magic with Kareem, and Kobe won 2 rings without Shaq. Went to 3 straight finals without Shaq. Only lost to a super team without Shaq. Magic Johnson did none of those things without Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, granted, his career got cut short. We know the story. But the facts are the facts. With him and with Kobe. So how does he get to be second? Shaq. Shaq won 3 straight rings with Kobe. He was the MVP 3 straight times. However, Shaq has played on really good teams. Pretty much all throughout his career. And he only really did anything spectacular when he was playing with another truly spectacular player. another all-time great, another GOAT, that's when he really prospered. And then Phil Jackson was the coach of that team as well. But this idea that Shaq should be third, no way, man. No way. Not third. Shaq could have been a lot better on defense. He could have been a lot better at free throw shooting. He could have been a better leader at times. He could have closed the game out better, but he didn't. So I personally put him lower than that, even though I do love Shaq. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at 4 should be higher, in my opinion, too. You know, I think Kareem at worst is a top 3 player at worst. You mix the accolades with the unstoppable hook shot, with the longevity, and, you know, you could make an argument that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is number 1. So to put him at 4, I think is blasphemy. I don't know where Skip Bayless got that. It's ridiculous. Tim Duncan is around 5 or 6 for me as well, so I'm fine with that. 5 rings, only 1 loss. Never repeated, though. You got to remember that. But 5 or 6 is where I like Timmy. Let's do the next few. Bill Russell at number 6. Kobe Bean Bryant at number 7. LeBron James at 9. Wilt Chamberlain is at 10. So, Bill Russell's not on my list. And it's not because I don't respect the greats. It's just because I didn't watch Bill Russell play at all, man. I never watched him play. I know he has all the rings, so he's the greatest winner. But is he the greatest player? And I don't think we have enough evidence to say that he is. And the evidence we do have does not point in the direction of him being that great. So, not that he's not great, but that great. To be like 6? No. Not in my opinion. Kobe Bryant, y'all know I love Kobe. That's my guy. This list, obviously, Skip Bayless has him wrong. But the one thing he did do that's right is he has him over that guy LeBron. At least he did one thing right. Good job, Skip. And then he has Larry Bird. Larry Bird, I'm fine with having him number 8 on somebody's list. I don't have an issue with that. No issue. No issue with that. LeBron James at number 9. I don't have a real issue with that either. I think that you can put him in that range. I don't see anything wrong with putting LeBron James in that range. And Wilt Chamberlain at 10. Wilt's not in my top 10 because, again, I didn't see a whole lot of him play. But even on top of that, he lost a lot in the finals. They say he was much worse in the playoffs than he was in the regular season. You know, he some of those numbers were just him, you know, destroying smaller teams. And that's why I kind of don't really have Wilt Chamberlain in my top 10. It's not because they're not good. It's not because they're not nice. But I focus on what I've seen in the last 20 to 30 years. I didn't see those guys. They were like 40, 50 years. You know what I mean? So it is what it is with that. And if Larry Bird never messed up his back, you know, I feel like he would have had many more numbers and stuff like that. That would have set an even higher bar for somebody like LeBron to catch, you know, so got to give Larry that credit. But again, just a touch for a dash on Kobe. He's not 7. There's just no way. There's no way Bill Russell is a better basketball player than Kobe Bryant. And Tim Duncan is as great as he is. Kobe beat him 4-2 in the playoffs when they went head-to-head, had 5 championships. Even though Duncan had 5, Duncan never repeated, not once. Kobe has a 3-peat and a 2-peat. And the only reason he doesn't have 2 3-peats is because he lost to a super team in Boston. So, Skip Bayless's list overall is not terrible. Excuse me for the allergies. There's no way Magic Johnson's number 2 on my list. Shaq is not number 3 on my list. Kareem is like 1 or 2. And then to me, you got to go Kobe. None of the other players. Shaq's not better than Kobe Bryant. Magic is not better than Kobe Bryant. Tim Duncan is not better than Kobe Bryant. So you got to go Kobe Bryant, in my opinion. But that's the list. That's what Skip Bayless decided was cute. This is what he wanted to put out. And, you know, people may say, oh, he's trolling here. I don't think he's trolling. I think this is just an honest opinion list. But LeBron James is around where he should be, in my opinion. If you're a LeBron person and you see this, you're like, oh, my God, it's disrespectful. Maybe it could be a little bit disrespectful, but at the end of the day, LeBron has done some things that nobody else on this list has done. Not just as far as achievements, but as far as the shortcuts, man. And at some point, he's got to answer for those shortcuts. So I don't have a problem with this list. LeBron James, if you're a fan of his and you do have a problem, sorry, it is what it is. I think a lot of people, if it wasn't for social media, would see him closer to this range than GOAT status. When you look behind the curtain, it's nothing cute back there. So with that said, please like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the video. Make sure you hit up the comment section so we can have conversations, because ball is life. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our glorious content. Hang on towards the end of this video so you can catch some of our suggested videos that we know you will love. Thank you very much for your time. Truly appreciative. We are far out and trying to, explore new content, push the content, discuss different topics and ideas, but that only works if people contribute and they want that. I have to go to an extent, at least, by what people want to talk about when I look at the analytics of the channel. But if you really just love basketball, I know you're going to love this channel. So thank you very much for your time. I truly appreciate you. I'm very humble. Much love.